Okay, so what do you guys think on this previous few days of YouTube sharing in my channel? Any questions? Any comment? Please share.
The last video, excuse me, the last video about the mindset, it's still showing that people are not open-minded and try to gain the information and listen to the body when they tried it out, instead of they have their mind has already set up a mindset that they can't gain the information from the video and they don't listen into their own body. That's for the video for yesterday, at least.
I watched. I know the much of the last video, like the 5 bad habits. Yeah, you give me a clear view on how many people react and do, and yeah, it was good to see that many people, yeah, don't really want to know it, but only want to talk. And you have to begin with the basic, and you have to be patient. And if you know what it is, then you go to the next. And I think that's the best way to learn things, and not get things. Tell about things that is not necessary to know. And yeah, it was a clear explanation. And the last video of the 10 rules of the school it was very interesting, and I write them down, and I like to use them also for my school, the ancient rules. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Raymond. The 10 rules, the Hong Sing Cholifat was really interesting. I haven't seen the last video, which was 30 minutes ago, but I've seen the 5 bad habits, and yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not in the groups. I'm not in the S21 group. I'm not in the technical group. But when there's new information, I think people always try to look for a way to understand it themselves using references that they have. Okay, so the problem is that people get very excited and they want to feel that they know. So they look for a reference, and often they look for a reference which is completely wrong, which is they want to look for something which is similar to what you're talking about, or what they think is similar to what you're talking about. And I think that happens especially when you present people with new information which challenges their preconceived ideas. So yeah, I guess there must be a lot of people like that if they've been studying for 15, 20 years Wing Chun or whatever, or they want to get it really quickly, you know. And so they look for whatever parallels they can with their experience and try to mix it together. And I think that's what happens at the end. You come up with a mishmash, a mix of something in their head which is not clear, and this is the problem with Wing Chun. No? It becomes everybody's interpretation of what they think it should be, because it's called an art, and they think it's like a painting or something that everyone has their interpretation of a painting. Well, it's not an art. It's not visual art like painting and sculpture. It's something totally different.
The critical thing is the Hong Shing Choy 10 rules that tell you exactly how Chinese Kung Fu is 1850. Am I right? Sorry, no Tai Chi flying people around. Tai Chi never in the positions of Hong Shing Choy in history. The guy who fight until they fought the Qing, they fought the Japanese, generations versus generations. That's a real Kung Fu. And look at what today is. So the 10 rules, you know that in today's world, you have the functional training, endurance training. If you bring that rules, translate it into your language, like Ramon, translate it to your language, and you pretend that you go to a boxing coach gym, you pretend to be not know, you say, ask the coach, my teacher tell me this, 10 rules. What do you think? Boxing coach. What do you think the coach will say? Will the coach recognize it? So Raymond, what do you think? Will the coach recognize it that they are practice the same thing in their gym today?
I think a lot of rules they recognize, because you have to have a proper teaching and proper education. So yeah, I think there are many rules that is the same. I believe. So like never start a fight, and that is what I teach also. You don't train to fight, only to, if you need it and to protect yourself. That's the only way, and not yeah, there are a lot of and the spirit to fight and the continuous learning and training. It's the same, I think. I don't know what you think.
So the thing is that that's why I say anybody want to make a test, just translate that in English, in my language. In today's sports science, you went to a gym asking a coach, say, coach, what do you think about this? Do you agree? Of course, there's something he agree, he disagree. But at the end, you say that this is Kung Fu 160 years ago. Okay. Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? No, if you compare that with today's what do you call that? Today's Chinese Kung Fu. It doesn't matter, it's Tai Chi, Wing Chun, or whatever. You get the same piece of thing translated in English. You go to a school of Tai Chi or internal art or Wing Chun. You ask them, do you agree with this? And after they agree or disagree, you say, well, you know, this is 160 years ago, 160 years ago. But wait a minute, how come the Western boxing guy agree with it? So who is training the real Chinese Kung Fu?
Probably the boxing gym.
So as what I said yesterday in that video, on the 5 bad habit, all those today's mindset and thinking and Kung Fu, everything is based on 100 years of fictions and movies. It creates a fictitious world called Kung Fu world. It got nothing to do with the real life Kung Fu. And that's why it provides dimensions. that like Nimcho said, everybody want to get parallel to it when you see a new idea and so forth, because they thought that they are in that thing, which is very different than the Western boxing gym that, hey, you got to train your endurance. You get to train your muscular endurance, your cardios and everything. You need to spar. And so this 100 years of Fa Jing, internal Qi Sao, what does it bring you? You go back to 1850, you're dead. You want to join the uprising? Now you know that the Hong Sing Choy Lei Fat Kun is training the Taiping army, okay? And at that time, the Wing Chun ancestor is with them. We need to be realize one thing now. In Chinese Kung Fu, Qi Ji Guang level is international. Who he fought the Japanese warrior. You get killed, you get killed. Okay? Or the Mongolian, or I shouldn't say Mongolian, but the northern Chinese, like the Qing Chinese people at that time before in the Ming Dynasty. Those are what Qi Ji Guang fight. It's international, it's a special force level. Who is the Choy Lei Fat people fight? Or the Wing Chun ancestor in the Red Belt fight? What? The Qing trained army. Am I right? So this is the second thing. Today, what you heard from South Brother movie and everything is what? Village story. My grandmaster is the best in Wing Chun, the best in Kung Fu, the best in push hand, the best in whatever. So when everybody stuck into this villager stuff, you want to fight the Qing army? You want to go up to the international force warfare? That's the reality. So what are you learning? In the domain of the movies, like people make Liang Zhan is the king of Wing Chun. Are you serious? Have Liang Zhan faced the Qing army like Choy Lei Fat people and the ancestor of the rebel? We don't know, right?
Yeah.
We don't have any data to prove or disprove anything. Maybe he's in the uprising, maybe he's not in the uprising. But then if you call him the king, and some even say that he's the king of Wing Chun or the creator of the Wing Chun, well, you know that it's a movie, it's just villager talk. So now we got a problem. That's why you have that 5 bad habits. If you look at the Hong Sing 10 rule, it's same in the gym. Shut up, go doing your cardio, doing your endurance, doing your shadow boxing, doing your back work. So Raymond, you train Western boxing before. Is that what they are doing every day? Shut up, just doing your back work, your what? The string work. And all those things.
Yeah.
You go to the gym, everybody train that way.
Yes.
Or the train with the trainer, okay, the pet training and so forth.
endurance and strength and all those things we did too then.
So
Yes.
you see, Chinese Kung Fu have dislocated from or break out from the reality.
Yeah.
Today's video, I share what Wing Chun is, 1850. I'm going to share another video. Even at the time of 1919, there's already problem in Wing Chun, and all those by evidence. Okay. So by 1915, those kind of stuff, a lot of things are made up. A lot of things are made up. By 1880. So this morning in that video, I just very briefly, I say, okay, 1850, actually 1854, around that time, the Qing government banned the entire red boat. That's the anti-Qing. And then the Qing official agreed to start another red boat or the opera associations, which is called the Eighth Harmony, around 1869. The 1869 is very different than the 1850, which is the anti-Qing. And the 1850 is in Fatsan. And the Qing agree that they're going to do it in Gongzhou, which is not Fatsan. This is the Eighth Harmony. So today when people talk about red boat, Wing Chun is from red boat, Wing Chun is the same as Wing Chun. Well, my question is that, do you know which is which?
No, no, people don't know that. And the later red boat, I don't know what they train, but they were.
Now this is the thing, the reason why that salutation is lost is because what? Today, many people ask me, oh, no, we are from red boat. We don't have the salutation. Why? You know why? Because your red boat is the Qing, the red boat. Were you there to do the salutation, the anti-Qing salutation in that? The Qing red boat? You must be kidding, okay? So you end up with a lot of so-called Wing Chun in past 140 years do not have the salutation. Why? Because this belongs to the Qing red boat. It's not the anti-Qing red boat.
Can I ask?
Sure, please. Please, Ninja.
I just want to ask a question. Is it possible also that they stopped doing the salutation because obviously, if the Taiping rebellion is put down, then they have to be careful what they show, right, in public?
Okay, so this is what happened in the history. When Taiping lost, even before it lost, if they caught you, have the anti-Qing, it will execute your family, your teacher's family, your mom's family, whoever family. So at that time of 1850, if you are caught, okay, so they beheaded people so that what, you know, so much that they don't have, usually they behead your head and then they took your head to the whatever to do the claim and everything. They don't even have time for that. They cut ears. They don't even take head anymore. So that's how bad it is. Zheng Guofan, a general, is named as Zheng. Zheng is last name. Zheng head chopper or Zheng Titou. At that time, You don't want to link with all these things. So that's why after the typing loss, everybody flip, everybody shut up. Okay. And so this is how it lost, and then there are many things happen. And so you can see that Wing Chun at that time is it is everybody go, okay? Otherwise you kill. Now, there's a problem, which is next time I'm going to share on the other video. A person called Feng Xiu Cheng right now is all talking about Feng Xiu Cheng, Wing Chun, and all this kind of thing, you know. You know who is Feng Xiu Cheng? Feng Xiu Cheng's boss, Feng Xiu Cheng's boss is actually working for Zheng Guofan, the guy who killed people, the beheaded Zheng of the Qing government. So that's why now I'm questioning everybody left and right. So you say that Wing Chun is from Feng Xiu Cheng, forget about it, okay? Because Feng Xiu Cheng is boss is known that the anti-typing and everything. So how the world is that an anti-Qing, a Qing officer learn about the anti-Qing art? And you know who actually make fuse out this issue? Yun Kei-san. Yun Kei-san is the one fused the Wing Chun and Wang Chun together around 1915. Why 1915? Because according to what the writing, 1913 is the Wing Kei-san learned from Feng Xiu Cheng. Okay. So even at that time, it's a mess. And so do I know anything? Yeah, sure. I know that there's a document, Snake Crane secret notes or something, which is written in the 1890. I've seen that note. In fact, I wrote an article in Chinese before a new martial hero and all about this thing with another person, which I part away from now. Because that person turned back and claim that they have this red boat stuff and everything for me. As today I said, I look at your body strength. I know whether you have it or not. Three things: your body strength, your breathing, your short strike. So you cannot cheat. If you look at the body strength, the breathing, and the short strike, like the short strike, like the Chong Wai, this Chong Kok, okay, Mai San, Sek Wai, all those kind of things. Those are legit Wing Chun. So right now with these three things, that's why today I make this video. Very detailed, I show the entire thing. In the past 140 years, many things are made up, many things are fused, and many things are made up for their own agenda. Why will this kind of thing being said in Asia? No, it will not. Even like today, like the Canton people still do the Canton Wushu, just create their own sets. But we are not going to carve it up here. Why? Because if we carve it up here, we are living in that movie world, which I said, you damage everybody. So today with that, because somebody say, oh, Wing Chun is from Hakka, that's why people chasing me around say, well, Hendrik, where is the Hakka influence Wing Chun, Hakka influence Wing Chun? I say, what the heck are you talking about? So that's why I share the thing today, so everybody look at it. So right now you see the 10 rules of Hong Seng Choy Fat become a litmus test to check what is reality. all Kung Fu we talk about is real, but you have to know that 160 years ago and today in the gym, there is not much different in the main direction. So then I asked, I mean, that's why, I mean, I always like that song, I Walk Alone. So he says, staying in the heaven, I was never far from you, okay? I didn't fly, I coming down, okay? Now let's get down to the earth. Look into it based on history and technical and the reality of the world. Then you can see what Wing Chun is about. I know it might be shock a lot of people, but either we change it now or there is no Wing Chun. So, well, you know, time is almost up. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, the second opera boat, is there any documentation what they practice? Because it cannot be Wing Chun. They had to practice something else, or maybe they didn't even practice martial art.
What is it?
Excuse me, the second red boat.
Well, the second red boat still practice something called Wing Chun today.
Okay.
So that is a lot of confusion of the second red boat.
Yeah. So they practice something they call Wing Chun, but
yes,
it's a totally
something else. That's why whenever there's no salutation, you know there's a problem.
Yeah, of course, because that's like a trademark of the art.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone.